Real good start for your team, real good third period for your team. Maybe not the best middle frame, but how do you see this game overall?
It's exactly that. It looked too easy in the first. I think we were not ready for a push in the second period. We did mention that it would happen, but and then we got in trouble with those penalties in the second period. So they got back in the game, but like you said, I like our third period. I like our overtime. Yeah.
From a penalty killing perspective, I mean, your team manages to kill that 5-on-3, build some momentum. We hear it up in the big club called a power kill. You guys managed to do that, and then CJ Cease in his 300th game gets that game-tying goal. It's got to be satisfying for the group.
Yeah, for sure. I forget to congratulate him for his 300 game, but like you said, I think the PK in the second period was just like our 5-on-5 game. I thought we fall asleep in the second, but in the third, I thought the guys were more active, a lot more aware on as far as the defensive side, and it shows on the PK. When I believe I'm a big believer that special team is a reflection of your 5-on-5. So I felt like in the third we were really sharp, and that was a big kill. And then after killing that penalty, to get that goal was huge. So we went to overtime with a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum. I like our first shift. I thought we had a good first shift to start in overtime, and then got another penalty. I think we had 8 or 9 penalties tonight, so that's way too much. It's too much ice time for some guys that we rely on also on offensively. So, every time we take a lot of penalty, it drains a lot of energy, it takes away some offense from our team. But yeah.
You put together the kid line, Wagner, Lambert, and Jilkin. They really seem to have a lot of chemistry and a lot of connectivity. What did you see from that trio?
Yeah, they had legs. Lambo was skating well in the first. I felt like Wagner got better and better during the game. Zilkin was skating well. They could bring a lot of speed to that line, so that's one area that we don't have a lot. Not a lot of speed as far as team, but I felt like that line could bring us something, and that would be that element of speed. So yeah, maybe it'll be a line that we'll see for the next 5 games, and give them more ice time. Maybe give them a chance to start some chemistry for the future.
Just in terms of Simon, was that he just needed to be patched up because he obviously didn't start the second period, got that shot at the end of the first. Is he okay? And was it just a matter of getting him patched up so he was ready to go?
Well, every time you get hit in the head or face, there's a stitches element, but also he had to go through the protocol of concussion, so we had to wait for any result. But good for him for coming back. It was tough to start. Especially with those penalties, I feel like it was always a defenseman getting those penalties. I think 3 of them out of 4 in the second period. So you try to kill penalty with 4 guys. You're down 5 already. So, but good for Simon for coming back, and good for the guys to try to hold on the fort until he did come back.
Just speak a quick word on the penalties. Is when a game is called that tight, what adjustments do you expect the team to make?
As far as we got to be careful with our stick. I'm not saying that every one of them are well deserved, but most of them were deserved. So it's body position. I feel like a few times we cheat, but most of them were kind of stick penalty, hooking, tripping. So got to be a little bit more careful with that stick for sure.
I just had one more. In terms of Elias Salamonson, what kind of growth are you seeing in this young man, especially now that he's healthy and feeling good about his game?
Well, I saw a big change when he came back from his injury. I think that 7 weeks give him a chance to see the game from the outside. I feel like before that there was reaction. It was a little bit slow as far as small ice surface, different style of hockey, and I think the fact that he was in the stand. I thought it was very, very beneficial for him to get another look from the game, and I think since then he's been really, really outstanding. I think he's playing his best hockey. It's tough, He's already played more game this year than he did the last few years. In Europe they don't play as much game, but and it's more 2 games a week or stuff like that. But it's a huge season for him, and I like the progression. I like. Both special teams. He's been doing a good job, 5-on-5. Most of the time, I'll give him some tough matchup, and he's doing extremely well. So, yeah, I see a lot of growth, but a lot of growth since he came back from that injury.